I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV, episode 221. I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars book series, and I rule the greatest pod on YouTube. Tonight, we have another great interview. I have as my guest, Sci Fi Mombie. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Getting ready for the holidays. Before we get going, as always, if you like what we're doing here at the pod, if you love our interviews and the fun we have here, please like and subscribe. Also, here is the shameless plug. Christmas is only 5 days away. So if you want to give the one you love a gift of books, please go to the Dolphin Wars website to get the trilogy. And if you know anyone I should interview, please send me their names so I can reach out to them and add to our amazing guests for an interview. So without further ado, let me welcome the chatters who are here right now, and then we will get started. We have, right now, visiting the chat, we have Dare Bonsai, we have FKHC 2005, and give me, I need to, and then my amazing Team Supreme, the greatest bunch of wrenches ever to roam this planet and other worlds. I have my producer, Sandra, my other half, my muse, my sweetie, and love you, honey. Oh, and welcome, James Caserta. How are you, sir? How are you doing today? Okay, let me make sure I plug him in. Also, I'll be pinning it, but if you want to put a tip in the tip jar, I'll be having that up momentarily. That'll keep the lights on and keep Snortopoopas in fresh seals. So let me continue with my team. We have the first one in, the last one out, Legatus Legion I. We have our co-host on Saturday, John Rendell. Hello. And he says he has something really special for the Fridge of Mystery on Saturday. Ooh, we cannot wait. Okay. And then, of course, we have the biggest, baddest bear on the internet. We have Snortopoopas Cuber, who is already rubbing his greedy paws together. Uh-oh, I'm scared. I am very scared. So, let me just do one quick thing here. All right. God, I hate this thing. I hate the way the chat comes up. All right. So, how we do this after we have the chat, give a great big King Dolphin TV welcome to Sci Fi Mombie. And I love your outfit. I love your avatar.
Thank you so very much. And thank you for having me. I'll have to tell you the story of my avatar.
Okay.
I don't know. You probably heard it on Orville Nation, but PJ and Maria hooked me up with David Caviezel, who draws the comics for the Orville. And the logo that you see on tonight's show, he actually drew that for me. I sent him like the roughest stick figures.
Oh no, let's not talk about stick figures here.
Hi, Pet for Hire.
Hey, Pet.
And I showed him, like, I made photographs of us all and put it all together because I do that part well. And he took it, and that's what he came up with. And I actually have two colors. The one is the blue that I use as the captain all the time, but then I have another one that is in the orange for my fan fiction, and I'm a lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Because my fan fiction is about a character that is like the simulator tech of the Orville.
Oh no.
So yeah. So,
yep.
Pretty cool. Yeah. So Dr. Omega, I took the blue coat and I put a cheap Santa hat on it. He's like, no, I can't let you do that. So he fixed my avatar for me. He's so awesome.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we're gonna ask, and hello, Pet for Hire. We're gonna ask the questions. You've already had a chance to prepare for them, and then we will open up to the chat for questions. I usually wait for them till we get done with our questions, but they're going to be impatient and they're going to start asking questions. So we'll keep track of that. And then once I open it up to them, we'll start asking the questions. So
and I apologize now. My kitten is a talker.
Uh-oh.
And he won't be quiet.
Oh, well, we have Snoopy here who will do the pacing on my hardwood floor. So we'll be fine. They will get along quite nicely. All right. There was let's see. Okay. John, there's only one slight problem. We're doing a Christmas Eve show, so it'll be on Sunday. But we'll find that out on show notes. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Snort waves to the putty cat. Okay. So let us get started here. Pull up my questions. Okay. All right. So tell us about yourself before you give us background on yourself before you got your channel.
I am a mom of 3 and 3 fur babies. Well, 4 fur babies. I am an analyst for one of the biggest healthcare companies in America.
Oh, wow.
By day. By night, sometimes I'm a side gigger for Instacart. And then the podcast was actually just like a hobby. But it's just so much fun. It's turned into more than just a hobby now.
Okay.
And so I've just always been a nerd. I've lived in the same town my whole life. Was married, kind of in limbo there. But anyways, just a normal sci-fi nerd. I call myself a nerd fangirl because that's who I am. And I have a background in media. I have a degree from Missouri State in media and film. And so I was like, you know what? It's been long enough. I need to put it back into use. And so my sister and I started a podcast, which kind of went under. And so I revived it into what it is today.
Oh, okay. Great. Great. That sounds wonderful. So, what made you want to create your channel?
I just got to talking all the time on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'll just start a show. So I was like talking to my sister. I was like, hey, you want to start a podcast? And she's like, yeah. And we just, it was me and her. And then our significant others came in. And she unfortunately got busy and kind of burnt out. And so that kind of ended our first run. And so I just picked it up from there. And I like to talk anything sci-fi, but that's not all we talk about. And my middle son, Victor, joined me as my co-host because he brings a lot of funniness and that kind of teenage perspective to what we talk about.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been doing both of your runs? We'll just combine the two. So how long have you been doing them?
We started September of last year.
Oh, okay.
And we celebrated our 1-year anniversary on October 23rd. So we're into season 2.
Oh, wow. That is, believe it or not, that's, wow. That's amazing because that's when we started King Dolphin TV.
Really? Cool.
Yes. Our first live chat happened on the 23rd of October. So that's why we decided to coin the phrase Podtober, because there's so much that happens in October. So we call it the Podtober.
Yeah, and I was really surprised because a lot of the people in our community, you guys, Admiral Teague, we are all celebrating like our anniversaries all together.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
October's a great month. Hello, Resolute Germ, and hello, Matt G, also known as Tracy.
But I had no idea. Like, I feel like I'm always learning, and I haven't been tagging my content. And I haven't been promoting it very well. I thought I was, and I'm getting all kinds of helpful advice from Teague and Potato Revan and PJ and Maria, and everybody's just, I even get a chime in every once in a while from the Mission Log, the Orville people. So, that helps.
Okay, cool. Maybe one day we should, in October, just bring everybody who's had anniversaries in October and just make a big virtual con.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yes. Another con idea, but I'll explain that later on. Okay. So now that we know that you've got a channel and you've been doing it for a while, tell us about it.
Well, I started out with my love of science fiction. And okay, Slinky, thanks. And
Slinky.
Yeah, his name's Slinky. My daughter named him, don't ask. But I just built on that, and then we've kind of gone through some mental health issues, so I kind of share on that. I've gone through major weight loss over the past 4 years. So I kind of touch on that. I kind of do series, like we just got done doing It's Your Turn to Scream with Sci Fi Mombie horror film review series. We try to do that around Halloween now. Christmas and New Year's, I have 2 shows that we talk about the taboo subjects that we don't like to talk about on the show.
Okay.
And that's politics and religion. And then coming up at the beginning of the year, I like to do like a little wellness series, like mental health. We call it, we're not experts, but you can ask us. And it was pretty popular last year. So I mean, we just kind of touch on things. We're not doctors. I mean, I'm a medical coder, but I don't diagnose people. I
Mhm.
just kind of share what I've been through and what Victor likes to share what he's been through with mental health and weight loss and eating better, exercise. I loathe exercise. I tell everybody that. So, if it helps somebody, great. I know it's helped a lot of people off of my Facebook. I used to have a blog over there called The Incredible Shrinking Woman. And
Mhm.
yeah, I got so busy. I haven't updated it in a long time, but it was fun. It was
Okay.
encouraging. Yeah.
All right. Um, let's see. Uh, now, okay, what? Smart. I gotta put this one. My favorite exercise is sleeping.
I like sleeping too.
So do I. My wife
Germs crack
says,
Germs cracking me up. His two favorite topics are religion and politics.
yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Sandra says I can sleep at the drop of a hat, any hat. I tell her it doesn't even have to be a hat. Could be a bandana.
Hmm. And
Okay.
that was the whole beginning of my sister and I's podcast, because we both have sleep disorders. So
Hmm.
that's where our stage name came from, Mombie, is we
Okay.
were moms who feel like zombies. And
I
also,
I was wondering about that.
yeah, Mombie also comes from the Wizard of Oz books, because she was
Uh-huh.
a hag.
Hmm.
And Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billy, called her
Hmm.
Mombie. So it's
Ah.
kind of got a triple meaning.
Sandra says, "What is this thing called sleep you speak of?"
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I I tell her she needs the mask. Uh, hat, socks, underwear. If it drops, I sleep. Yep, that's me too. Okay. So besides those subjects, what I know you are very much into the Orville,
Hmm.
and we were we were latecomers into it, but thank goodness for binging.
Hmm.
So we got caught up on the Orville, and yeah,
I'm
we
sad
both
that we're
did.
all caught up on the Orville. We
Yeah, I
want
know.
more. Renew the
Yes, we do.
Orville.
Yes, we do, and yes,
That's
we knew.
I don't know if y'all have seen my hashtags, but they're pretty long out there on Twitter.
Ah, yeah.
Anything I could
Um,
do to draw Disney's attention, I'm trying to do it.
yeah. Um, okay. Are those the only taboo subjects you have?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
my dad has a saying that, let's talk about anything else but those. He tries
Yeah.
to avoid it's been a lifelong lesson.
Yeah.
um I just try to keep it light and friendly and funny. I'm into comedy. It's my thing.
Mhm.
If I could spend all day down at our comedy club here, I would, because
Uh,
it's just too much fun.
yeah. No, and I agree totally. Those are our taboo subjects as well on our channel.
There are more things that unite us than divide us, and if
Hmm.
we can have a good laugh and share our common interests, those two
Hmm.
taboo subjects to me disappear.
Yeah. Well, you've I know you've been on uh, ch- various chats of King Dolphin TV, so you know we go bananas.
Mhm. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you have no business being in public.
That's right. Exactly right. And
Yeah,
if you can't love yourself also,
that's true.
then how the hell are you going to love anybody else?
I agree. I agree.
RuPaul said that one. I love RuPaul.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, and I've needed it this year. This year's been tough on me. Well, sort of like a mixed bag, but just it's one of these that I had a loss in the family,
Mm-hmm.
and it led to an even bigger loss because you find out that you can't pick your family.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
true.
thank God I've got a great second family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides Sandra.
Your year
Uh,
sounds like mine. Yeah, we lost my grandmother in July, and
yeah.
it just seems like there's two big holes in our family because my grandfather passed away 3 years before.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I lost my father in 2007 and my mother in June.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it was the, let's just say, the relationship between me and my brother has become more very strained is not the word for it.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like my dad and my uncle right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, small world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hello, Agent Pepsi One. How are you doing, dear?
Mm.
How are you doing? Let's see. Make sure I log her. Yep, she's there. All right. Yes. Good to see you, dear. I don't know what chat format you're having. Aw. Snort lost the murderer in 2016.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah. But we're here to talk about good things.
Mm-hmm.
So your genres. What genres do you like?
Sci-fi above all.
Uh-huh.
I love a good murder mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love comedy. Comedy is like my second one. That's like I always attribute my dad to putting me through the school of comedy, which was Mel Brooks, Red Skelton, Carol Burnett, um, Monty Python. I I I was telling my mom and dad the other day because my kids saw the episode of Family Guy where they're having the sexy party. And I said, you know, that's from Benny Hill. And my kids go, what's Benny Hill? And I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
oh Lord.
Oh, time to
And
get them. Time to get them.
I don't
Uh.
like that was a normal thing on in my house
Mm-hmm.
because the Fox affiliate here would run reruns all the time when I was a kid, and my mom and dad loved Benny Hill, so we watched it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but my kids have gotten me into Doctor Who, and I said Benny Hill is from England, and they're going, "What?" They love. So we have BritBox. They love all the British shows.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I said, I'm not going to tell you you can watch it, but watch a couple episodes. Next thing I know, they're binging it. My kids are all teenagers now. So they're like, my oldest is 23 and my youngest is 15.
Uh-huh.
So my kids aren't little anymore.
Yeah.
Right, Agent Pepsi?
That's
So politically correct. I
Snort
love the
love.
Goonies.
Yeah.
Oh, love the Goonies. Hey, Sean Astin is going to be here in February here in Springfield.
Oh,
And my
okay.
kids are dying. They are so ready to meet him.
Mm. He loved Benny Hill, Monty Python, The Goonies, to name a few.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny Hill and Hill's Angels. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I was
So.
trying to think of, I don't really care for reality shows. I mean, I like Food
Oh,
Network
oh.
cooking shows. Like the Great American Baking Champ, that's fine, but not Survivor. I used to work for the CBS affiliate here, like when I
Uh-huh.
first got out of college,
Mm-hmm.
and we always had Survivor on loop. And I was like, ugh, can we watch something else?
Yeah. I don't do reality TV. Food Network, only if I'm at a place and they're showing it and I have nothing else. That's all they show on at the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll watch it there, but no, I'm not a big reality TV fan.
Yeah, I don't have an appetite for it anymore. And I would rather be watching cartoons than reality TV. I love animation. Like I said, I named Family Guy, American Dad. I'm a big Seth MacFarlane fan. Sorry, I'm not going to apologize. I just love it. Love his work. I'm ready for Ted in January. I love Teague gets on to me, and it. I love Lower Decks. It's just my two favorite shows put together in one, comedy and Star Trek. And a lot of people think but I think it's hilarious.
I have not. I think I've seen one episode of Lower Deck, but
it's funny to me. I mean, and a lot of people, I can understand. I get it. I like Star Wars, but I'm not impressed with the way it's going right now. And I say that all the time on Teague's show, my own show.
Yeah, the only thing good out of this regime, the only good Star Wars out of this regime was Rogue One.
Rogue One was really good.
Rogue One was.
I mean, they tried really hard with Andor. It was okay. It was okay, but it's not Rogue One okay. I mean, they're just trying to tell his backstory.
Right. But no, it was better. I hated to see how it ended, but you knew how it was going to end. So it just didn't make it that. It didn't make it that less touching.
And my oldest doesn't like it because there's a book. I forgot the name of the book. They didn't make any of the books canon. And
are you talking about?
Is it a game or a book?
It's a book. Is it like the prequel to Rogue One? And I got it behind me. And I just
what is
don't
it?
remember.
I have a copy of it. I don't know where it's at because we just moved in April. But anyways, my oldest, every time he sees Rogue One playing on TNT, he's like, turn it off. He's like, Mom, don't watch that. And I'm like, Tony, I know how you feel, but this is canon.
Yeah.
And he believes like me, like the book should have been canon.
Oh yeah, the book should have been canon.
Yeah.
Not only Star Wars, but Star Trek. Star Trek. They should have made the books canon. The entire Star Trek animated series should have been canon. It should have been it should have been the 5th year. Yeah. That's one thing I never agreed with Roddenberry on is, I mean, come on, one episode and only because it's got Spock in it. Nah. So, but yeah. Okay, I think we ought to let the chat ask questions. I will start looking for comments. If you can, please put your links to your social media in your private chat, and we'll put those out there.
Okay. Yep, we're everywhere.
You're here, you're there, you're everywhere.
Everywhere.
So beware. Yep. Okay, let's see. Snortapoopa says slink, slink, slink. Yeah. And Fat for Hire says we have to get Slinky and Slapshot together.
And isn't Slapshot a black cat also?
No, Slapshot is a ferret.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Slinky's a black cat that crawled. I don't know how they keep finding us, but he crawled up on our front porch the other day. Like, most of my cats are rescues, except Shimmer, my oldest cat. Bear, who is missing, unfortunately, we don't know where he went. We found him under a dumpster.
Yeah.
When he was a kitten, and Bootsy I found in the bushes at our local Sam's Club. Millie and her brother Butters, she was up a tree, our neighbor's tree. Their dog chased her up there. And Butters was underneath my husband's car. And then Slinky just showed up on the front porch.
We had, go ahead.
They know where to come.
We had with my first wife, we had a Maine Coon who somehow crawled into our truck's spare tire. She found it, and we took it in. So he was definitely a rescue. Okay, so we're going to start with the hard-hitting question of the evening from Pudgy Hedgehog Adventures. Question: what is your favorite cookie?
Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question because I've had gastric sleep. Oh, I'm going to say peanut butter. My grandma's peanut butter cookie is my favorite. And it's a long time recipe too.
Oh, okay.
And then I kind of built on it to take out the flour because it was kind of upsetting my stomach. So I make a pure protein one that I kind of stole from Food Network. But it's still good. The kids love it, so I love it. Yeah, I have to eat high protein, low carb. So I'm always looking for it. Like they make high protein cookies now.
Oh, okay.
And I had thought at one time to make figure out how to make high protein hard candy, but I can never get the whey protein to work with the sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got to be peanut butter.
Peanut butter. All right. There you go, Pudgy. There you go. We've got the hard-hitting question out there, and we've got the answer for said hard-hitting question. Okay. Let's see. And I got to tell you my take on stick figures. It will I'll probably end up regretting it, but let's see.
Pretty much all of our social media, anywhere you go, Patreon, Pinterest, all those. If you just type in Sci Fi Mombie, you'll find us. So, but that's pretty much the major ones we use. I did just get a Ko-fi account and a, what was it, Throne. And we also have a PayPal. So,
okay. Let's see. Looking for questions. Come on, guys, ask questions. Or I will end up telling about the stick figure story. Let's see.
Legatus asked something. Where did it go?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Is it way up here? Oh, it's about gremlins. I'm doing very special holiday streams right now, and I showed gremlins last night. And this is terrible. This is so terrible. My favorite scene is where they go after Mrs. Dingle. And they rig her chair and she goes flying. And I was like, oh man, this is so bad.
Yeah. Legato says the Orville is the spiritual sequel to Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek. So any reason to talk the Orville is a good thing. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
I will not argue it.
And you can see where Seth loves all kinds of sci-fi because he's not only, they told him he couldn't have Star Trek, so he went and made his own, but he's pulled from Star Wars and Babylon 5 and Battlestar Galactica. I mean, you could just see it all, there. So it's really, and the topics and the repeating storylines that build on each other.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay. And there's the Hail Slinky and Slink, Slink, Slink. Okay.
I'm a crazy cat lady.
Snorter Pooper says, I miss Alara Katan. Yeah, me too. Although her replacement was pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Jessica Shore. She was in Ted too. And that's kind of Seth's thing. Once you become his friend, he keeps you working. So I that's a quality I admire. I mean, yeah, I miss Halston. She's got some other stuff she's working on right now. I think she just did a reboot of, what was it, Father of the Bride? I think she was in that one. I really miss Prodigal Son. That's why she left the show, because Fox gave her that opportunity to be in that show. And oh man, she was so good. If you get a chance, go binge that show. I'm really sad it ended.
Prodigal Son, okay. John Rendell says Red Skelton was the best.
He is. Yeah. He is just amazing. George Carlin. I love George Carlin. Sam Kinison. I could go on and on about comedians. Rodney Dangerfield. I got to meet Rob Schneider. And it was really funny. He like put his arms around our waist because he's short. And my sister looked at me and I looked at her, and our significant others were going, But yeah, he's really funny. I didn't get to meet John Lovitz, but he came through town and I got to see his comedy shtick. Who else have I seen? I miss Kevin Nealon. I'm a big Saturday Night Live fan. Yeah. So sad I missed Kevin Nealon. Josh Blue is coming for New Year's, and I think I'm going to go see him to celebrate New Year's. Yeah.
You're giving me all these names, and I checked out with there's very few non-80 comedians that I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, I'm dating myself.
No worries.
James Caserta says a redhead saved Star Trek and a Redstone murdered it. Well, Lucille Ball and I guess the Redstone. But let's okay. Let's see. Okay, we did that one. Let's see. Agent Pepsi 1 says my husband loves his assistants with their skimpy lingerie. Minister and Yes Prime Minister were also favorites, but their humor is somewhat drier. Let's see. Snorter Pooper says, I want to see him do a Survivor show in the Arctic and see how they fare against my cousins.
That would be cool. Yeah. I like to see how they survive that one too.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you got polar bears, there's always going to be mayhem. There's always going to be mayhem when you got polar bears. The Real World was the first reality show, and it was so lame. Cheapest possible concepts.
I mean, when it first started, it was a great idea, but now it's like Star Wars right now. It's like a flood when we had drought, and it's just too much.
Yeah. Legatus is giving Agent Pepsi advice. Next time you feel hubby's feeling ill, put him to bed and come back as one of those nurses. I am sure that will make him feel better. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. A long noise. What? Lois and Most Decrepit Decks. I did like the crossover episode with Strange New Worlds.
The only thing I didn't like about that crossover was his hair wasn't purple enough. But otherwise it was good. I liked it. I like when they cartooned them up at the end too. I thought that was really awesome. Yeah.
Let's see.
I also love Bacon Spock.
Bacon Spock. I don't think I want to know. Bacon Spock, huh?
Yeah, Spock. I don't know. Should I give it away? So Spock becomes human in an accident, and they give him bacon to try because I guess Vulcans don't eat bacon.
No, they don't eat meat.
Yeah, and he's just like falling in love. Like he ate like what 2 whole plates of bacon.
Oh no. Oh.
It was hilarious.
Ah. Legatus Legionise says you did a okay, yeah. You told the best scene, them singing them okay. Sci-Fi Mombie, you did a recent very special holiday stream, Gremlins. I wonder what is the best scene with the Gremlins? Them singing a Christmas carol or them watching Snow White?
I like it when they're watching Snow White. Well, they're both really cute scenes because they're dressed up in holiday gear, singing Christmas carols, scaring everybody to pieces. But they're all sitting in the movie theater singing "Hi Ho," and then they get blown up.
Yeah. Let's see. We did that one.
I always thought their neighbor, Mr. Fetterman, talking about the Gremlins at the beginning, you know, was the foreboding shadowing of the movie that he knew about them. And
some of the real words were boring because it's too real. Okay. James Caserta asks, Dune 84 or Total Recall?
Oh, golly, James. Can I say both? Dune is always, I don't really care for the new Dune, but Dune 84 is always going to be a classic.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Total Recall is too.
I've never seen Total Recall.
It's good. Not the new one. Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah. But Dune, the only thing that Dune 84 this is, I will tell everybody this, and I will go to my grave. When they put Patrick Stewart as Picard, I immediately went back and said, guys, Sting was a better actor than Patrick Stewart in Dune, and Sting didn't say anything. And I say that all the time. I will go to my grave saying that, because Patrick Stewart's not a good actor. He wasn't a good actor then. He isn't a good actor now. You know. So, but that's me. Did I just shock you?
Well, no, I'm trying to be nice. I like Patrick Stewart.
Well,
because of the comedy aspect he's doing right now. I mean, I grew up with Star Trek, so TNG was on when I came home from high school every day. So that was my afternoon watch party along with Cartoon Network. So yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I did like Next Generation. I did like it, but I don't know. Just
my favorite Patrick Stewart role, though, is Robin Hood Men in Tights when he comes back as King Richard. Yeah, it's good to be the king.
Okay. Agent Pepsi 1 asks, what do you think of a mirror universe Star Trek series where they explore the disgusting normal universe?
I would love it. Isn't that what the premise of Section 31 might be? Like they're throwing that around again. Or is it coming? Michelle Yeoh? I saw a poster. Maybe it was a fake poster. I think that would be awesome. Because then, they could, like, we saw the evolution of it from Enterprise, where instead of greeting them like they did in First Contact, they actually shoot them to death. We could see it evolve from First Contact forward.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
That would be. But we may have to ask Mirror Pudgy, the little guy in the corner. Yeah, me or Pudgy may have a say in that. Okay. Let's see here. Yep. Legata says Total Recall with Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody said it was eye-popping good time. That's true.
Yeah. James Caserta says, I never met a cookie I didn't like. John Randall, high protein cookie. Isn't that called a cheeseburger?
It should be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of
hey,
course,
they do have imposter cookie, imposter cakes. Why can't it be an imposter cookie?
Yeah. John, no. Yes, I will get to stick figures. I don't know if it's a rabbit hole we want to get into, but she started it by mentioning stick figures.
I did.
Okay. I asked one earlier, but rewind. What are your top 3 comedy movies?
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, number 1 is always Spaceballs. Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
The second one is Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I haven't seen that one. I don't know if I have that in my. I don't know if I have that in my Mel Brooks collection.
Carrie Elways is hilarious in
that
movie. Carrie Elways. Princess Bride. Carrie Elways.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And then my third choice. Oh gosh, which one do I know my kids with the most? My kids go, oh God, not again. I have to look down here at my. I'm going to say A Christmas Story.
Okay.
But anything Mel Brooks except The Producers, I'm good with.
I like that one.
Even High Anxiety.
I haven't seen High Anxiety. I've got that one in my collection. Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
I like.
Yes, very good. And Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one we always had at home on VHS or DVD.
Yeah.
Growing up. Yep.
Well, last year I bought the Mel Brooks collection.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm in heaven. We've seen The Producer. Obviously, we saw Spaceballs and Young Frankenstein.
We walk around the house quoting Spaceballs and A Million Ways to Die in the West. My kids and I, and every time we go to the fair, every summer, people die at the fair.
My favorite take right now is where Tim Russ is doing that YouTube stick where he's working in a tent, when he's working in a Zen garden, combing a Zen garden, and he's talking about he's been involved in Star Trek and some other stuff, and then it says the thing I'm most known for is that phrase that says we ain't got beep.
Is that him?
That's him.
Oh my God, that's cool. I didn't know that was him.
That's him.
We ain't found.
We ain't found.
That's great.
Yeah. Let's see. John Randall's asking, what is your favorite beverage?
Okay, so don't tell anybody, especially my weight loss doctor, because I'm not supposed to drink it, but it's Diet Coke.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to have soda.
Okay.
Do it anyways. And then it's coffee, pretty much extra calf coffee with Coffee Mates cafe mocha.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't drink. I can't have like hard drinks. So I'm just not a big drinker.
Agent Pepsi 1 is saying, does anyone want to see a Section 31 show?
Me, my hands up. Me.
Okay. I would probably see it for Michelle Yeoh because she's a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing her in the James Bond movie was.
I loved her in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And she is kick ass in anything. I'm going to say it wrong. I always do. The movie she won the Oscar for is what I'll call it. She's just amazing. I know. I want Romulan ale.
John Amendo asks, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Hint, the correct answer is no.
No, the correct answer is hell yes.
Oh!
And around here, there's a place called McSalty's, and it's a Missouri State tradition. You order the Happy Hawaiian.
Oh.
Thin, whole wheat crust, Canadian bacon out the wazoo with pineapple. So good.
I think you've just caused my cat to collapse.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Legata says, for classic British comedy, have you shown them Red Dwarf and the pre-Monty Python film, The Jabberwocky?
I have. I just found Red Dwarf myself. So I binged watched it and they watched it all with me because it's like free on Tubi. Mm-hmm. As for the prequel, The Jabberwocky, is it on BritBox? I've been having trouble finding it. I'm going to have to see where I can stream that at. I've had several people suggest it to me and I've never got around to watching it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Don't hate me because I like pineapple. Still
FKHC 2005 says, coming soon to Fathom Events, Blazing Saddles, 50th anniversary, September 15th and 18th, 2024. Find out where all the white women are. East 12.
That would be awesome.
East 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's the eye-popping. Arnold was so hot in Commando.
He was. And Terminator.
Jodorowsky's Dune would have been epic. Atreides uniform in Dune 84 with classic retro Russian. I never thought about that, Snort. Him as a Russian general in Wild Geese 2. Snort Pooper says, I like Patty Stew in I, Claudia, such a smarmy villain. Okay.
Don't think I've seen that one. I have to look that one up. I have to write this stuff down.
Whoa. Agent Pepsi 1 says, Section 31 with me as the commandant. I promise to be nice. Cross fingers. Which one, Snort? All right, I'm going to have to go back. Snort. I've got Snort staring at me. I don't want a bear Snort staring at me.
Or stalking you.
Yeah, or stalking me. Okay. Snort, you may have to put it in again. I'm looking.
I think he said you asked it.
Oh. Let's see. Okay, I asked it. Good. Hey, let's see. Let's go back here. Okay. Let's see. Where is that? Okay. Applebee's. Original BSG or the American remake?
Okay, don't hate me. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, you'll have to. Either one of them?
Either one of them. I'm going to have to go buy them.
Wait a minute. In your
I know.
In your thing, you say in your intro, you need to watch Battlestar. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I've seen that was one of my grandfather's favorite shows besides Star Trek. So I've seen a couple of the old episodes, but I was so busy when the new series was on.
Mhm.
I had toddlers, so I never got
Yeah.
around to watching it. And it's
Okay.
hard to stream it. I know that Teague was talking about doing a watch party because we've all been talking about watching it together, and he's like, I got to go buy them on DVD, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I've
Or
got
it's
all the remakes and the spin-offs of it.
oh,
I
okay.
have yet to get the original series. Honey, there's still 5 days before Christmas.
You don't celebrate Christmas.
Oh, now she says you don't celebrate. Okay, then
Okay, so tell her Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us. Actually, it's 365. It'll be
You don't celebrate that either.
Oh.
okay then. It's 376 days before the next Hanukkah.
I gave you a crap ton of stuff for Hanukkah.
Drat.
That was going to be my next holiday I was going to mention. Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa?
No, we don't do
okay.
it. I don't know. Okay.
Moving on.
Yes.
Just because?
Just because. Okay. Yeah, it could be just because. Let's see. All great choices, and Els does have a real
Just because.
Huh? What was that? What was that, hon? Okay, she's not saying it again.
I said I get you a lot of stuff for just because.
Just because. Let's see. I got it.
Nice try, though.
Okay. I gotta take care of something right here. Okay. Somebody took care of it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Slim pickings for the win. Yep. FKHC 2005. My question: what is your favorite color?
Blue.
What? Okay.
That's why I like the Orville command jacket so much.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's the Romulan Ale statement. Pudgy says, Pudgy watched Doomcock, and he says nothing is good, so Pudgy watched the Mr. Raymond show. Well, thank you, Pudgy. I really appreciate it, my little friend.
Great minds think alike, Sandra.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
The Google Matic says, yo, one for everything, everywhere, all at once.
That's what it is. I can never get that out. It's a great movie, though. It's worth watching. Okay, so Asian Pepsi 1. I might gross you out even more. Okay, I like beef and black olives on a pizza.
Oh, I do too.
Okay, good. I'm in good company then.
Yeah, I like it.
There used to be a place here called Pizza Inn, and they used to put green and black olives on a pizza with the meat of your choice. I miss them so
I'm not
much.
a big green olives on pizza. I draw the line in. Snort says, I'm being a good bear, not commenting on pineapple on pizza. I don't have my favorite though is onions and mushrooms.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, I like pretty much anything on pizza, especially dessert, but I cannot stand anchovies.
I
Yuck. And I
yeah,
like fish. I like seafood. Yuck.
I don't think I've had anchovies either. I'm gonna have to try that.
Nasty.
John says when you snore into the snort stares back. Yeah. Okay. Claudius is a 1976 BBC television miniseries based on a book by Robert Graves. I think it's in 12 parts, set in
Oh,
ancient
wow.
Rome.
Binge worthy. Okay.
Mm. Ha! Dolphin shot down in flames. Film at 11. He is, but I'm ignoring him. Stort says a 4th of July present. Hey, there's one. Let's see. John says you are now redeemed for the pineapple.
Thank you, John.
Snort says,
Oh.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on the 1979 Ray Bradbury Martian Chronicles opinion?
That is one of
Bald Eagle.
That is one of my favorite books. I love Bradbury's work. It's not bad. I kind of like that series. I haven't watched it in a long time, though. I think I watched it in film class. Wow, that was 20 years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Hello, Cobalt Bald Eagle. Okay. Pepperoni, mushroom, grilled onions, black olives.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. So you talked about I'm going to regret this, but we're going to talk about you mentioned stick figures.
Uh-huh.
So
Because I'm a terrible artist.
Me too. I'm a horrible artist. So what I've been doing is while working on my storyboarding for my prequel graphic novel,
Mm-hmm.
I use stick figures. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the stick figures. I have always, for some reason, made my stick figures anatomically correct. Use your imagination.
Okay.
Yeah. So now and then we got into the big doing stick figures with big circles. Big circles.
Mm-hmm.
Stick figures with circles. And I've regretted it ever since I mentioned it.
Everybody's saying huge circles.
Huge circles. But the thing is, that's not the anatomically correct that I draw. It's not the circles. It just amuses me that they're not getting it. But oh well. So, let's see. Any other questions out there?
I am also a huge, speaking of like favorite movies, Fifth Element. I love Fifth Element.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies. And my grandfather, because I spent so much time with him as a kid, would sit me in front of the TV when Wrath of Khan was on. He always knew when I was coming to visit because he knew that was my favorite Star Trek movie. So he'd sit, that's how he would keep me entertained. Oh no, Spock died again. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not yet, Pudge. Not yet. Gotta do some. Okay. There's the YouTube channel. Not yet. Let's see. Snort says, "You're lucky tonight. No one used the B word, so you get to keep your feathers." That's true. It's been very quiet. So, let's see. So, yes, check out Sci Fi Mombie's channel on YouTube. And here's okay. You're a sci-fi nerd just as much as I am.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the old Irwin Allen sci-fi series? Like Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea,
Mm-hmm.
Lost in Space.
I love Lost in Space. That was constantly on Nick at Night when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since I've seen To the Bottom of the Sea.
Oh, I got to start reviewing that, but I can't find.
Yeah.
I can't find the DVDs. I've looked.
And I doubt it's
But
streaming somewhere.
Actually,
it would be nice
it
if
is.
it was. Is it?
Well, it's on YouTube. I've caught
Okay.
I've caught episodes on YouTube, but there's the issue with doing reviews off of YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. I don't want that big ugly copyright strike.
Right. Well, and that's where I kind of like snip it down, or I show it on Cosme and then I talk about it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I kind of get away with it.
Okay.
Now I know they don't like my favorite quotes of the day.
Oh.
Getting real tight. Yes, I even chop it down. Like Egotastic, I've learned a lot from Egotastic Fun Time, like how to chop it down, how to make it as short, and they still flag me for copyright.
Mm-hmm.
So I even source it because a friend of mine said, "Well, that's how I was getting away with it," and nope. So mostly my favorite quotes of the day will be on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. YouTube takes them every once in a while.
Okay.
And if anybody has one, like I've been sourcing like Dark Helmet and my kids, and if anybody has a favorite quote, I will be more than happy to post it.
Okay. Snortapoopa says, "I love Voyage to See the Bottom." Mm-hmm. And the episodes with the World War I German U-boat captain. I remember those. But yeah, let's see. Out of yeah, I loved Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Liked a lot of the Lost in Space until it got too overly campy. The Dr. Smith is the character you love to hate.
Mm-hmm. Always love Robbie the Robot.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Yeah. No matter what he looks like, from the movies to the shows, it's just that fascination with having a robot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Land of the Giants was the name of it. Land of the Giants I didn't really like. Time Tunnel was I could take or leave. My two favorite were Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and Lost in Space.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, here's one. Batman 66.
I love Batman 66. That's like one of my favorite Batmans. I always say that Adam West and Michael Keaton will always be my Batmans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
and when you punch a villain, you always got a pow.
Yep. Yes, make sure you get the pow.
That's right. Or what was the other one? Smack or
Uh-huh.
kerplow? I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Are there any other questions, comments? All right. Well, this has been fun, Sci-Fi Mombie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on.
Glad to
It's
have you.
awesome.
We'll have to be back. We'll have to have you back. Ooh.
Snort's got a good one there.
Yes. What does everyone think of the Man from Uncle TV series? I've seen it a long time ago. I haven't seen any since, but we actually have access to it, so we may have to watch it sometime.
That was it's still my mom's favorite show, one of them. She also likes Matlock.
Oh, okay.
We grew up watching Matlock.
Mm-hmm.
She also liked Get Smart. So we watched a lot of that.
I liked Get Smart.
And
Robert Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Vaughn was a great actor.
He was, yeah.
Yes, he was.
I loved him in Basketball.
Oh, okay.
I loved him in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
My mom also liked medical dramas, my parents, and so we watched a lot of Saint Elsewhere and Trapper John. I always remember Riptide and the A-Team. My mom, and it's kind of come full circle. I tell my mom, you got to watch the Orville because Bruce Boxleitner's on there, Mom. And we watched Scarecrow, Mrs. King. I just got into Babylon 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like Babylon 5.
Yeah, a friend of mine that I met when I first started doing the podcast, she's like, have you ever watched Babylon 5? I'm like, no. What's that?
Oh, boy.
And she's like, okay, well, here you go. Yeah.
Oh, and wait, did I hear a B word being said? Yes, I did. I heard the B word.
Okay, what's the B word?
Bomb.
Oh, bomb.
When I said sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh, bomb, 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 bomb.
Oops.
Impressive.
That's what I get for blurting out the B word. Sorry, Cobalt. I'm sure your feathers will grow back soon. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I loved where the A-Team had Robert Vaughn take over their missions, giving them missions. That was good. They did an episode of NCIS. Yes. They did an episode of NCIS where someone asked what Ducky Mallard looked like when he was younger, and Gibbs answered, Ilya Kuryakin. Yeah, poor Cobalt. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. John Rendell, some days you just can't get rid of a beep quote from Bob Iger regarding Indy 5.
Iger.
Yeah.
Renew the Orville.
Yes. Or, hey, Peltz, renew the Orville.
That's right. Or let it go to Universal, where Seth has that huge contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
When everybody else said no to Ted, Universal said yes.
Yep. All right.
Should I sing the song?
What song?
Let it go. Let it go.
All right. So, okay, now it's time for show notes.
Shows with Mr. Ray. Shows with Sandra too. Mr. Raymond, push the button.
All right, it is show note time. Okay.
There's
we're gonna
another
wrap-
kick-ass movie.
Huh?
Flash Gordon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. This Sunday, because there will be an away mission, but we always do a Christmas Eve show on King Dolphin TV. We will be doing our Christmas Eve show. It will start at 6 p.m. on Sunday, so it'll be later. And we'll do things like we'll be tracking Santa on the official NORAD tracking system. We will have a telling of Pudgy saving Christmas. It will be where Pudgy is actually delivering the gifts. So we will have that snippet. And we'll have some other fun stuff for Christmas Eve to ring in the holiday. On the 27th will be Surfside Chant. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it will be on a week from today, and we'll talk about something. So, and then we will have on the 30th. You know what it's going to be, and be afraid. We're going to have. Let's see. Let me get it. Okay. Come on. That's the problem with having all these files. All right. On the 30th, the day before New Year's Eve, it's going to be a big weekend. But yes, we will start big weekend, New Year's Eve weekend with the Slappies. The place even worse than the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon. The Slappies, where the worst jokes will be told. Where people will be horrified, and the loser will get a Slappy. So be there on December 30th for the Slappies. I know, Snort. I never heard of it. And I think the Slappies is going to rule. John Rendell says, the Slappies, live and in living color. Snortapoopa says, the Slappies. So, and hello, Lenrod. Glad you can make it. Got off work early today. Cool. So that's okay. So that will be on the 30th. And then on New Year's Eve, we will ring in the new year King Dolphin style. And we'll have, I'm sure Fett is already, I'm sure Fett is already starting to analyze how he's going to do the end of year stream, the end of year bumper. So that will take us up until the end of the year. So Lenrod says the Slappies in stereo were available. Snorter Pooper says, I'm willing to take bets on who wins the Slappy. Ooh, the Snorter Pooper's betting table. Public service announcement. King Dolphin TV does not advocate any gambling unless it's for the Slappy. All right, so that is show notes for the rest of the year.
Shows with Mr. Rain. Shows with Sandra Mr. Raymond, push the button.
And Snorter Pooper says, filmed in front of a somewhat live audience. So, again, thank you very much for being here, Sci Fi Mombie. I hope we can get you here again. Please check out her YouTube channel, subscribe, and see what all sorts of good stuff that she's got. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah. So, all right. Let us thank all those who have come here to listen to the chat. We had Cobalt Bald Eagle, hopefully putting his feathers back together. We had Dead Bonsai 23. We had a FKHC 2005. We had James Caserta. We had Resolute Germ and Taylor Swift, Greater Than Disney. That is the guests that we had in the chat. We had, again, my favorite producer, my only producer, my other half, Sandra. Love you, honey, even though you're not giving me any more. Okay, nothing's getting thrown at me. My amazing co-host, John Rendell, the lovely Agent Pepsi 1. I know, Lenrod, but I've got time constraints on this show. Hopefully, you can come on. You can visit on Sunday evening. Hopefully, you'll be able to be there. We had Budgie Hedgehog Adventures. Make sure you check out his channel to hear the stories, see a lot of his cool streams, and have a real old fun time. Okay. Also, wait. That's not good. Okay. Well, and let's see. Agent Pepsi 1, we had the awesome Fet for Hire, the evil genius. Go to his channel. You know what he does. Everybody knows what Fet does. Let's see. Budgie Adventures. There's Fet for Hire. The aforementioned Lenrod. The first one in, the last one out. Legatus Legionii. And last, but definitely not least, because I don't want him staring at me. The biggest, baddest, meanest bear on the internet. I know, I don't have the music. Snortopoopas! Q-bar. Dot screen. Great show. Thank you, Sci Fi Mombie. Great show. So that is everybody. I think I haven't forgotten anybody. And I want you all to have a safe weekend, a safe rest of the week, and see you on Christmas Eve, where we welcome the big man over with King Dolphin style. Love you all. Have a great night. Thanks again, Sci Fi Mombie.
Thanks.
And stick around in the green room, please. Oh, I forgot the standard snort. Snort says, take care, every human, dolphin, doggo, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, putty tap, and tapeworm. Tapeworm? Really? And he waves the paw and dives in the water. All right. Good night, all. Love you all. And see you Sunday.